Hi everybody, Shauna Morris, Stud Staging and Design. Great to see you again. Thanks for joining me. Today I wanted to talk to you about some very easy things to do to put decor together, things that you might have in your home already, like this bowl. So, a couple of tips. One is have something large that you can find in the home as your base. So a bowl, a dish, a plate, it can be fancy or it can be very, very basic like this one. So this one is one of my favorites, mainly because I love faux and large salads. So this is a staple in my home. I have a lot of these. So if I needed to use an extra one in a pinch, no big deal. So this one I bought at the dollar store. It was $4, not breaking the bank at all, and I obviously use it, so bonus. But when I'm not using it, what I could do with it is, there's so many different options. I wanted to show you something that I found, a couple other items that I found at the dollar store because, I'm obsessed with the dollar store apparently. So the bowl is the base. Last time I was at the dollar store, I found this little cutie that spoke to me. I wasn't sure exactly what I was going to do with him at first, but because I do so much seasonal decor for different people as well as myself, I knew he would come in handy, and this is the perfect project for him. So we're just going to nestle him right inside the bowl, and we need to add a couple of little things to make him a little bit more interesting to pull it together. Some color, some fun, some texture. So one of the things that I love to buy at the dollar store when I'm there are eggs. These plastic Easter eggs are awesome. So I'm going to choose a nice bright yellow one to have him hold on to. So those eggs probably, I think they're about $1.25 to $2 for a pack of, I want to say 8 to 10. So definitely not breaking the bank, and I can use the other ones for other things, which I can show you a little bit more about later. The other thing I wanted to add that I found at the dollar store is this cute little succulent. These plastic succulents, if you can find them at the dollar store, scoop them up because if a stager or designer finds them, they will be gone. They're hot commodities and we use them a lot for very, very different, like a variety of different things. So if you see one, scoop it up. I think this one was $2 to $3. So away we go. I'm just going to add him in there for some color, depth, and texture, make him a little bit more interesting, and I'm done. That's really simple. This I would say probably costs $10 to $11 plus all of the extra eggs that I have. So really cost ineffective. If you didn't have the bowl already, so that was with the bowl included, without the bowl it would probably be, about $8. So very, very cost effective. If you have kids, you're going to have a lot of these items already, so it may not cost you anything. And it would be a really cool project to do with your child as well. They could put it in their room, you can kind of argue over where you're going to put it. Anyways, that's one option. Another option I wanted to show you that's even more simple and cheaper than this option, because we all like cheaper, even though, this was already cost effective, is just to use the eggs. So here I have a bag of a variety of eggs. I tend to buy them from year to year for various projects, and so I have a variety of sizes and colors in there. All colors that work for me in my decor. I pulled out all the colors that don't work in my decor space and just left these ones. So I'm just going to kind of throw them around, see how I like them. Ideally, I would actually like to have more in here to build it up, kind of having it slightly looking like it's overflowing or full. So I would add some of that fun, that spring grass that you can buy from the dollar store as well into the bottom to kind of puff it up and bring it up higher. Or you could buy some more of the eggs and have it overfloweth. The only challenge with this is if you have children, they're going to be heavily disappointed that there's nothing inside the eggs, but you can make it a fun, it's endless, right? You could add little blurbs about things to do for the day, projects, chores, anything to add in there, or you can just let them know that there's nothing in there and to leave it alone, and that's actually something that, that is part of the decor now. Good luck to you. Anyways, let's move on. I want to show you a couple of other options of things that you can do year-round. So not just spring or Easter specific. So this handy little set I picked up, oh, you guessed it, from the dollar store. So $4. a bunch of different rattan balls in there. I love the different, the naturalness to it and the different colors and textures that they have in here. Quite a variety and some different sizes as well. So literally, I'm just going to throw them in there or pour them in there and then take a minute to organize it the way I want it to look. So kind of changing things up, pulling the colors around, maybe getting a darker one up here a little bit more. There, oh. Ta-da! So there you can see how very cheaply and very quickly you can put together something that you could have out on your coffee table or in your space year-round. One of the tips that I would warn you about with this is, if you're a designer stage, you already know this tip, but if you're not, you may not. So one of the rules that we have in design and staging is to break things up. So you never want hard on hard or soft on soft. So this is an example of hard on hard. The hardness of the container against the hardness of the table. So one way to alleviate that, because you can see it just kind of blends together and it doesn't look necessarily as soft and warm as it could, although these are helping. One thing that I would do is put a placemat underneath, maybe a round placemat or a soft table runner, maybe fur or rattan or something woven to break up, something to have warmth in between the hard on hard. And that will really help pull it together to have that warm feeling year round for you. Another option I wanted to show you is something altogether different than this. Let's just move those on out. Very, very easy. If you're at the beach, or if you go to the dollar store and buy sand like I do, because I am not somebody who necessarily likes to reap from nature. I think if we all did that, we wouldn't have much nature left. It would all be in our homes and on our projects, and those of us who love nature would, yeah, it would affect us for sure. So purchased from the dollar store for, I think it was $2, $1.25, $2, some sand. Just gonna throw it right in there. It doesn't have to be fancy or careful. Give it a little shift. Back to the dollar store for my, if these are left, or when I saw them, I picked them up because I was smart and I knew other people were gonna snag them. So you could just add it right in there like that if you wanted to. Then I would add a couple of things that mean something to you. So maybe something that you found at the beach, or something that somebody gave you that's natural. I really like natural things, so I'm gonna put that one in there too. And then something of interest, so a little candle. This is super simple, super easy. As you can see, it came together in minutes. All things that you may already have, or change things up to suit your personality and your interests. Add things that mean something to you or speak to you. I'm a beach girl. I love all things natural and beachy, so this would speak to me. Plus it has the heart in there and the candle, which I love to burn candles as well. So just a thought on that. Very easy and ineffective to do. Give it a try, see what you think. Take care, bye.